As far as I can tell, there should be a light seal here, so you can see the remnants here. So we've got a light seal that's supposed to be sitting here, but again you can see that they're so far gone that you can't really see where they should be. There should be a light seal in here, but you can't see anything. I'm guessing there should be a light seal in this little groove as well. There should be a light seal where my nail is running through right now, but there's nothing there. So this one here seems to be the only light seal remaining, really. I'm in two minds as to whether to replace it, but considering I'm doing a job and doing other bits already, I will replace it. So I guess I've got an easy job of cleaning the existing light seal. The last time I used my Canon F1 was in London with Holly. I understood that it had light leaks, but I shot it anyway. I think the results from that expired roll of film discouraged me from picking up my camera again. So I've set myself the task of replacing the light seals in my camera in prep for the Analogue Spotlight inaugural event. It'll be in Worcester next month with a photo walk, so I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for me to test out my camera. I was slightly encouraged after swapping out the badge on the front of my Mini, because it's a similar kind of process and it hasn't fallen off yet. I should say that I do not have any experience with camera repairs at all, and I don't have any specific tools. This is not a how-to guide, this is more documenting how I did it. I've made my decisions based on a lot of reading around and watching videos and such. I used a scalpel, lighter fluid, a tissue that I later swapped out for an old t-shirt because of the dust, and some light seal foam, as well as a brush to clean up, and a ruler and a pencil for guides. I'm guessing the purists out there will get a bit squeamish when they see that I've been using the scalpel to pick out the old bits of foam. It was an old blunt blade, which I later swapped out for a fresh one when it came to cutting the foam. And also of note, I ended up snapping the tip of the blade off, so it became like a blunt screwdriver. I got really lucky. Most of the old foam just simply peeled out. A bit like varnishing doors, it's important to make sure that you put all the hard work into your prep. I realised a slightly more efficient way of cleaning the residue of the old foam was to wrap my scalpel in an old bit of cloth. I doused it in lighter fluid and then used the scalpel blade to guide the cloth through the grooves. I removed the bottom plate to make it slightly easier to access the bottom seal. I read up on how to remove the seal from the mirror box area. I was quite cautious and hesitant because I knew that I could contaminate other camera parts. This led to me removing the focusing screen, so it's absolutely impossible that I could damage it. After prepping, I then cut the foam to size. I used the old bits of foam that was still intact as a template. I also did some measuring when this was not possible. I then guided them on using the scalpel. I found it challenging to do, especially to keep the strips of foam aligned to the top and bottom slots. The adhesive kept sticking to the sides and twisting the foam. I ended up stretching the strips slightly while inserting them so the sides didn't catch as often. I used a pencil to shift the foam into place and to poke it down. It definitely got frustrating and I had to cut out extra pieces of foam to redo certain bits. This is like changing the inner tube on a tyre. I have a feeling my camera is not going to close at all with this one on. The moment of truth. Will the door go on and close? Did I? No. It's so tight, I don't think the door wants to close.
I tried cutting a gap for the clasp and attempted to just go with the one light seal. Okay, this is rudimentary, but what I've done here is turn the foam on its side. Use that 1mm thickness instead of the foam, which is 2mm, as I can actually shut the door. I just realised I've gone over the thing that counts the number of shots you've got left. I hope it still works, otherwise I'm going to have to find out where it is. So still, that bit works, but what happens, does it reset when I take the thing off? Oh, phew. Panic over. I used the bulb setting to work out if there was any light leaking where the mirror box was. Unfortunately, there seems to be a tiny gap, but I'm going to road test this first before I figure out what to do next.
To finish, I did a bit of spring cleaning. Hopefully I can now enjoy shooting it. I have some Lomachrome Purple and Metropolis and some Kodak Gold, courtesy of Holly. As Worcester seems to be full of red thick work, I think I might try the Kodak Gold on the Analogue Spotlight photo walk, but I will keep you guys updated. See you soon!